First 5 minutes was pretty good. Was really good. I thought, we challenged the guys to come out and win their first shifts of the game, and they did. Went up, scored a nice goal, and then just the story of the season really has been just not taking care of the puck. And after a really good start, I think Mello turned it over on our blue, and then Shelley turned it over twice, and one turnover becomes two, becomes three, and it ends up in the back of our net. And just for whatever reason, this team just hasn't had the resiliency that we've seen out of our group the last couple of years. And when you get punched, you got to punch back. And we just seem to keep taking punches for whatever reason.
Where do you guys feel like your effort level has been this past
Tonight it was really bad. It was tonight. I thought that our guys didn't skate, they didn't work. It just didn't make any sense. We had a good week. We had a really good week of practice. It was a really positive week. The guys were upbeat. They were optimistic going into tonight. I know they care. They didn't look like they cared tonight, but I know they do. So our fans deserve better. They showed up tonight. They keep showing up, and yeah.
Was there a moment where you felt like the effort level switched, or was it just the entire?
It was. I mean, I thought that as soon as they scored their first goal, our guys just kind of stopped playing, and for whatever reason, I couldn't tell you why. I mean, it's crazy. It's been a weird year, and it's just a group we can't seem to whip through adversity. And ultimately that's on me, and I take accountability for that. But yeah.
Coach, the team only had one shot on goal on 3 of the power plays. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, power play has really been not good, and we've tried a lot of different combos, and we just haven't found any. Tonight it was a difference. They scored 2, we scored none, and we lost by 2. So if it's sharp, if it's, I mean, a year ago we had the number 1 power play in college hockey. It's all the same messaging, it's all the same everything. They're just not executing right now, and I think a lot of it's confidence. They know that they're struggling, and again, these kids care. It didn't look like it tonight, but I know they do, and yeah.
Do you think they execute in practice and just doesn't come in the game, or where do you think?
I mean, they execute in practice, but we had a really good week of practice. We worked on the power play a lot. We worked on it again this morning. Hicksy does an unbelievable job with it. It's like, I mean, Hicksy runs a power play, and he's wearing it right now, and I feel really bad for him because he's great. He's great at it, and I mean, we've been prolific on the power play for 6-7 years. It just hasn't gone that way this year. It's the exact same messaging, the exact same everything. Our guys just aren't executing.
How do you find that sense of urgency with you guys now in last place in the NCAA?
Yeah, I mean, it's embarrassing, and hopefully our guys are embarrassed about it. Again, everything's the same messaging, it's the same everything. A year ago, at this point, we were still fighting to win the damn thing, and it's crazy. We never thought we'd be here, but here we are, and there's only one thing you can do, and we can't go play for them though. I wish we could.
What does that message look like for tomorrow?
What's that?
What does that message look like for tomorrow?
It's this season's on the line. They got to play like it. Like, don't worry about the result. Like, the result's going to be the result, but the process has not been good for the last month, and they're just so wound up tight trying to just, maybe cheat their way to a win and not play the right way and not do what it takes to get the result that we need. And hopefully tomorrow the process is right and the result's what we want.
Thanks, Gary.
Thanks.